Hi! Thank you so much for tuning in to your Written in the Stars February 2017 Horoscope. I'm so excited to see you. If we haven't met before, my name is Madeline, and if you're back, I really appreciate it and thank you so much. As usual, I'll be doing two different readings for you during this video. Your Horoscope, which is a really overarching look at the whole story for the month, and then a really laser-focused spread to give you some action steps to take and a theme to sort of focus on to make the most of your month. Of course, it's going to be Valentine's Day, and February is for lovers. And Venus, the planet of love and beauty, has just entered Aries, so I'm expecting things to really heat up, and we may see some of that in your reading. But you can also tune into your first ever Written in the Stars video horoscope to see where she's lighting up your chart specifically. So thank you again for tuning in. I hope you will let me know what you think of these horoscopes. I would love, love, love to hear from you, and I hope that it provides you some great insight and empowerment for the month. Without further ado, on to your reading. Hey, Taurus. Great to digitally see you this February. Ooh, jumper. All right, Spirit's apparently very ready to talk for you. Okay, that's very interesting because I was meditating on you before I opened the reading and turned on the camera. And as I was shuffling, that guy, that famous tarot guy, jumped right out of the deck. So there is definitely something major changing for you in February 2017. And don't let death trip you up, Taurus. I know you're a brave sign, so I know you can take it. But death is definitely not about physical death or anything like that. So that's nothing for you to worry about, as disturbing and exciting as that image may be. He's not literal. Taurus, February 2017, Taurus, February 2017, Taurus, interesting, February, Taurus, February 2017. 2017. Okay. Make sure you can see everybody here. Okay. All right, Taurus, so you've got some decisions to make in February. You have a lot on your plate, a lot on your mind, and again, Spirit is talking about the major possibility, the major potential for huge change, that death card. But with that death, that quote-unquote death, with that closing door, the end of a certain chapter, and that is an end. I mean, that is like, I'm leaving this job, I'm leaving this person, I'm leaving this situation or organization, never to return. That is going to bring you greater security and a greater sense of possibility. The fact that maybe your dreams really will be within reach again. The fact that your vision, as difficult as it could be to get, as many burdens as you know that will come with, like all the work that will take, the energy that it will take to get your vision, is completely worth it to you. To end this other situation. And gosh, it's like, it's no joke. It really will be. It really is an opportunity to get more security and more enjoyment and more peace of mind in your life. And Spirit really is getting specific in terms of, for a lot of you, these are general readings, of course, Taurus, for everyone of Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. So some of these messages will resonate more than others. But for a lot of you, that really is financial security. Like there's a promotion, or there is a new job, or there is something that increases your sense of like, okay, I've made it. Like I'm buying this house, that kind of stuff. The thing where you're really setting up something that is like, this has the potential to provide for others beyond myself. This has the possibility of creating a legacy for me. So definitely pursue that, Taurus. when it comes to making that decision and closing that door. If you're closing a door, Taurus, it's because it's really meant for it to close, because you are not an impulsive sign. You are cautious, you are thoughtful, you are cautious to, you know, sometimes to a fault. Like, I'll stay in this position because I have decided that this is what it's going to do for me, and for many of you, that thing just has not yielded what you want, and it is right and time for you to move and go towards something else. And I mean, this is you right here, Taurus, and I'm not just talking about the fact that he's, you know, riding an ox, which is quite close to the bull, right? It's the fact that the Knight of Pentacles is humble and hardworking and very much willing to learn the steps and take them one by one and to get where he wants to go. And often people think, Taurus, that you are like so earthy and so focused on the material that they don't associate you always with inspiration or with grand visions, but you definitely have a vision for what you want in your life. And for some of you, this is a creative project, and for others of you, it's just like, okay, well, I just want more passion in my life. I want to do more of what I love. I want to have more of what I love, and I'm going to put the work in to do it. Okay. So Spirit just said that for some of you, this is taking up a study. So again, some of you, it's like a promotion at a job or a new career entirely. And for some of you, this is about higher education or a new certification in order to take on a new role and a new career. And it's not, okay, this is what Spirit is saying. It's not going to be easy. There is a challenging beginning. There is a sense of like everybody understands it except me. There's a sense of like I can't get through to these people, and vice versa, Taurus. These people, this association that you're making, sometimes they're not going to understand where you're coming from either. And as much as is possible, relax into that. That's not the end of the world. That doesn't mean that they'll never get it or you will never get it. Again, you're very patient. So tap into that in yourself. Be willing to realize that if you're right and you keep doing things the way that you're doing things, the right way, the thoughtful way, you will get through to the right people. And if you don't get through to certain people, then that probably wasn't meant to be. That's a very simplistic way of looking at things, but it's, you know, funnily enough, Spirit wants you to be a little bit simplistic. Spirit wants you to be the fool. The fool in the tarot is not the idiot. He's the first card in the tarot, which is not number 1. He is number 0. So he's the number of total, the blank slate, total innocence, total possibility and potential, full of nothing is what Spirit said. Full of nothing, meaning full of the expanse of potential, full of possibility. And Spirit wants you to take a little bit of a leap of faith. Again, it's about pursuing that vision, that thing that is more exciting to you than the way your life has been up until now. So for some of you, it's like the relationship that I've been in has been dead for a really long time, and it's time for me to close this door and pursue something that makes me feel more excited. I want to have a family. I want to have a life that is different than what I have now. Even if it's hard, I want to take this on. I want to move forward. I want to take the risks that things aren't always going to work in my favor or work in a way that make me happy all the time. Like gosh, Taurus, I love giving good news, but what I love more than giving good news is giving the fucking truth. And you can take the fact that this isn't going to be like yellow brick road, like every step of the way I felt guided and I felt like I knew exactly what I was doing. No, your faith will be tested, but that is what faith is for. Faith is for being tested and for continuing to have it despite the test. So be the fool, be faithful, know that if your vision is worth it, what is burning inside you will still be burning inside you despite any kind of conflicts or any kind of questions. And Spirit is really emphasizing the questions. So I don't feel that as many of you are going to run into people who just straight up don't think that you're capable. It might be like, we're asking you a lot of questions, and we're questioning your motives. We're questioning the moves you make. We're questioning why you would do it this way or that way. Just be prepared for that. And be as patient as you can. Be as decisive as you can. It's time. Okay. Spirit is saying that it's time for you to bring more equality into your life. It's time for you to get paid what you're worth, and it's time for you to give others what they're due as well. So part of people asking you questions, Taurus, is Spirit is saying that's appropriate. For the level that you want to reach, for what you want to achieve, it's right for people to question whether you're capable or be kind of rigorous. Like some of you might be taking tests again, because this is like higher education. So if somebody challenges your thesis, or if somebody questions your formula, be okay with that and accept that it is just one of the challenges on the road to this achievement that you want. Okay. And I want to say that there could be disappointments around these people on the outside. There could be a sense of distance or betrayal, which is what I'm seeing with this Three of Swords. And you're going to see me turn this right side up, and I meant to mention this at the beginning, but I do not read cards in reversal arbitrarily. If a card comes in upside down, I'm an intuitive reader. So I look at the card and listen to what Spirit has to say and show me about it. So whether it comes in upside down or right side up, what Spirit has to tell me or make me feel about it is what I share with you. But I do feel that this Three of Swords, it is a muted Three of Swords. Often this can be heartbreak, but I really don't feel heartbreak for you. I feel disappointment. I feel, again, a sense of separation, but in the sense of I can't reach this person. I cannot convince this person that I know what I'm doing, or that this is how this would work the best. And again, Taurus, they're saying be at peace with that. The ones who are ready to receive from you will receive from you and will exchange with you. So don't mourn the ones who cannot hear your message or receive your gifts. They're not for you. And as Spirit said earlier, for some of you, it's just not now. Now is not the time. So no beating yourself up. No thinking that, okay, that is just how it is always going to be, because things can change. And tarot is not fatalistic, Taurus. Everything is within your free will to do or not do. But tarot definitely speaks about what Spirit has to say for your highest good, and about what is coming about now as a result of your past and present decisions. So it's like a weather forecast. Like, we don't go from blizzard today to drought tomorrow. So there are some fairly predictable events here. The change that you want to make is leading to new possibilities. And the new possibilities have wonderful potential. It's just going to be a little bit of a bumpy road. You are going to run into opposition, and specifically I'm feeling like it's people who are questioning, wow, Spirit just said your validity. So some of you may feel like you are really humiliated by the fact that someone is asking whether you can do this, or asking why you think you can do this. So don't be humiliated, Taurus. This is why Spirit was saying, be faithful and be decisive. Like, this is what I want. This is what I'm going for, and I know it, and this is why. Know your why, and then nobody can shake you, even if they think that maybe you're not right. If you know that you're right, Taurus, you are the most unshakable sign in the zodiac. So I trust you if you feel like you're right. Just know why and be faithful to it, even through the bumps. Through all of the dips, stick with it. Now, let's move on and see your fiercely focused spread, and see if we can't get some really useful action steps for you to take this month. Okay. Really capitalize on the good stuff. Okay. Okay, so first we're going to pick a major arcana card, your theme card for the month, and then we'll pick a card for each of the physical. Woo! Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm going to shuffle those back up, but that would be really interesting if the Fool jumps out again for you. Okay. Taurus, February 2017. Spirit, what is Taurus? You need to know most, invoke most, understand most in February 2017. Okay. Temperance. Balance, understanding. Okay, and so the other thing about this, Spirit is saying, they want you to really take care of your health this month, Taurus. You push yourself hard. You need to make sure that you're sleeping enough, that you're eating enough. And they're talking, this is very interesting, we'll see what comes up in your finance cards, but they're also for some of you talking about your finances, which does not occur to me with temperance ever. But they're talking about seeking more balance in your finances as well. And for a lot of you, they're actually saying that it's not, okay, so some of you could definitely stand to save more and allocate more of your money to savings, but a lot of you, they're saying treat yourself. When you hit a little milestone this month, when you hit a goal, treat yourself with something. So it's like, hey, if you ran that 10K, why not get yourself a really nice, you know, new running outfit or a new pair of shoes to be like, you know, not only is this great that I managed to do this, but I'm going to motivate myself to continue with it. Here's the other thing about temperance, Taurus. Recognize patterns in your life. When you recognize a pattern that you don't like, that is the beginning of being able to untie the knot that keeps you anchored to that pattern. We all do it, so there's no shame in it. We all have our little patterns that we run with people for better and for worse. And this month you can really see the things that you do that work for you and that do not work for you. And Spirit is bringing to mind for me again that Knight of Pentacles. So they're saying, notice the steps that you take. Notice the patterns and the routines that you have and whether they're working and not working for you, and make little tweaks in response to, like, you know what, the fact that I go to sleep at this hour every night works really great for me or works horribly for me. So let me tweak that and see if I feel better. Just run those little experiments and you're going to find that you feel better, Spirit says. Okay. So now let's look at what's going on with your physical and financial life, with the earth element stuff. Stuff that's really important to you, Taurus. Material world. What does Taurus need to know in February 2017? Okay. Yeah, wow, that's perfect. Don't box yourself in. Like they were saying, you need to chase your passion. You need to do what feels right, and right now something wasn't feeling right. You were feeling ready to move out of a situation. So it's time to let go of the fear. And in addition to letting go of the fear, it's about letting go of, wow, it's so funny, Spirit, thank you. That's why you have the Fool. It's about letting go of expectations and attachment to outcomes as well. Like, this is what success looks like. A, B, C. That's how success looks like. No, Taurus. It could look like X, Y, Z. It could look like purple. It could look like dishwasher. I'm being absurd, but you understand my point. Success could look completely different from what you're expecting. So be open to that. Be open to, instead of, you know, it's like prayer. If you were saying God, universe, spirit, whatever you want to say, I want a red Lamborghini. Like, well, wow, okay. Like, how about spirit, God, universe, goddess, I need the best form of transportation that you see fit. And Spirit has a wider, deeper imagination than we do, and they may be able to give you something, A, much better for you, but B, something much more suited to you, whatever it is. And attachment to outcomes prevents energy from coming into your life. It's kind of like putting blinders on. So you definitely don't want to do that when it comes to opportunities and resources, which is what the earth element is. So be open and step out of your box. Step out of your comfort zone. Okay. Now let's see what's going on with you mentally. Okay. Okay, that is the same card, different deck. That is the same card as in the previous reading I just did for you, where the guy was in the middle, surrounded by everybody, feeling unheard. So there is the phrase that Spirit is giving me is losing battle. There is a losing battle in February, Taurus. I don't feel like it's the end of the world. I don't feel like it's like this massive disappointment. I just feel like somebody isn't ready to receive you as you want to be received. So somebody may underestimate you this month. Again, it could be that you still get whatever this is, so you win this battle, but you win it after they've kind of like, again, questioned your abilities, questioned your worthiness, questioned your motives, and then you do win, but there's still this sense of like, damn it, like it's kind of like a, not a Pyrrhic victory, but like a difficult one where you felt like you got a pound of flesh taken from you in exchange for the victory. So just expect some opposition and be ready to, be ready to go into it with heart and soul, and to have a little piece taken out of you if you really want this. I feel like you really can have it, but you will be putting some emotional bet on the line, okay? And you may lose a little bit, but you may win overall. Wow, and then Spirit drops me back to that Temperance card. This is why your self-care is going to be really important. You really want to have your tank full when you're going through all of this, okay, Taurus? Okay, so now let's look at how you'll be feeling in February 2017. What kind of emotions is February 2017 evoking for you? February 2017. Wow, okay, so another 5 to go with this 5 up here, which is grieving this loss. Grieving the way that it didn't turn out completely the way you wanted to. He's got 3 cups over here overturned, but behind him 2 are still standing up. So it's definitely okay to grieve, Taurus. It's definitely okay to be like, shit, this is what I really wanted, and instead what I got was this, which is not as much as what I wanted it to be, or not the same as what I wanted it to be. What you were meant to receive will come to you. When Spirit kicks over your cups, it's because the water in those cups had grown stagnant and would have been poisonous for you to drink. So please believe this. Please go through life with the faith that Spirit asked you to have, trusting that what is meant for you is still ahead for you, and what is not meant for you is going to get kicked over before you can drink it and hurt yourself. So the other important thing about this is don't spend so much time looking at what's not working that you could even step backward and knock over what is still going well in your life. So be careful not to neglect anything that is really important to you. Like, do not neglect family in favor of work, or vice versa. Like, make sure to count your blessings. Make sure to notice what you're grateful for. And the other interesting thing is, if he would turn around and look at these cups, in turning, he would also see this bridge that is over this river and be like, well, I'm really sad about the water that ran out of these cups, but there's a river right here flowing and clean where I could collect new water right away. So what is lost this month is not forever lost, and it's meant to be replaced by something better for you, okay? So please trust that. Temperance, again, water and cups. It's important, okay? Okay. And lastly, let's see how your energy levels are going to be this month. What's setting you on fire? What is, warming your heart or burning you up? What is going on in the energetic realm for you, Taurus, in February 2017? Ah, that's so interesting. Okay, so Spirit, they definitely want to affirm for you that even though you may feel like you lose something, you have victory here. You have this crown, you have this crown. You are going to be victorious in February, Taurus. It's just that it's not going to be 100% like this is the way that I wanted it to be, which is why they're saying release attachment to outcomes. It's not going to be the exact win that you want or come in the exact form that you expect, but you are going to win, and you must be ready to break pattern and leave behind the shit that's not working for you, because that's part of what all this is. It's like, but this is what I wanted it to be, and well, that is not what is meant for you. Don't cling and keep yourself limited when there is so much out there for you. Look at this kingdom behind him. And he's a king, but he's keeping himself right here, and he's stepping, like literally stepping on his money, weighed down by it, money on his mind, and money in his hands, and totally unable to open his arms up to what's coming for him. But you are going to get public accolades. You are going to win a certain battle that you want to win. And these are, of course, general readings, Taurus, but if you want to hear more about what that win is or what the possible challenges are on the way to that win, you can definitely book a one-on-one with me. I would love to do that. My shop is linked in the description below. I hope that this is really helpful for you in February, and if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments or find me on social media, which I will be linking above. And you could also check out some horoscopes on my blog, writteninthestars.co. I would love that. And I really hope that this is helpful for you in February and that it propels you even better into March with that new job or that new relationship. I'm very excited to hear what this is for you, Taurus. Please let me know. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you have a fantastic February.